Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Cauldrons of War Stalingrad with another bonus episode brought to you by my Patreon supporter, Poomnorau. I was so smart as to not save last game, so yeah, that was great. I'll try to go through all the motions as quickly as possible. Obviously the outcome will be a little bit different here, but we'll see how everything goes. Okay, so they got out. Defensive withdrawal. And put them in the reserve. And crap. Let's dig in. Do that, and that's it. Let's keep looking up north. Nothing happening there. Now, we'll see there. Attacking ninth, attacking ninth. At least with reasonable results. But can we just get some fucking ammunition here? Holy moly. Let's progress with you. Progress with you. I already read those texts, so. It's kind of bad that it works like this, but let's also send you to the serve image bridgehead, because they don't seem to be attacking in the Don-Volga corridor area, just here. No, that's not great. They did have some losses at least. But, I mean, catching up in that regard is kind of tricky. Yeah, this too, it's like all my units are lagging behind because they were retreating. So that kind of sucks. Jesus fucking Christ. Not even sure whether I'm doing even worse now than the last time, but we'll see. Like, the fact that they're only losing cohesion is absolute garbage. Finally, they're dead. Sweet. Okay. Well, let's refit, and then I can also focus on beyond the Solsna. It's advancing towards Oriole, that's weird. Okay, at least nothing happened there. Certainly want to give them double ammunition, although they're probably not doing very well. Happy Azul survived. This is in the Dnepr-Rzhev Drive. There we go. Whereas here, 8th Army just got annihilated. We only have a second shock there. Sweet, it's dead. That means I can proceed towards makeup. I didn't do that last time, but like I said, because I didn't save it, I might just as well go and do the things that I didn't do, especially as there is all that kind of stuff. It's great that I cannot even get them anything else. Now the Italians will probably die, but yeah. Now I have a second army in beyond the Susna, so we'll see what we can do with these two. These guys are of course still lagging behind stretch lines and stragglers. But they killed the 34... No, they killed... Or they split up 9th Army. Yeah, great. They didn't do that last time, so like I said, it can very well be that things go a lot worse this time than they did last time, but there's nothing you can do. It's all up to the RNG in that regard, or at least for some parts. Oh, I need hedgehog defense first. And they lost some. They didn't do anything. It means I have some extra up in the north, and what that means is that I tend to want to use my most powerful units for shelling. After refitting them, I suppose. Turkey at war. Okay. Turkey has finally entered the war, yet traumatized by the breakup of the Ottoman Empire following World War I, Turkey has vowed to avoid any military adventure this time around. The urge not to let Germany alone hold the Caucasus and the will to be able to protect the friendly peoples there eventually ripped them in our favor. The hatred of the Russians and the possibility of helping to drive them out once and for all from the area have also weighed in that decision. This intervention was far from certain, worried about Italian adventurism in the Balkans and courted by the English. The Turks could just as easily have tipped over to the Allies' side. The Turkish government did not officially join their alliance. It is a question of a separate and limited military intervention to protect the peoples of the Caucasus. This rhetoric will not fool anyone, as we expect the Allies to declare war on Turkey any day. Fuhrer predicted it. That's very weird, though, that they did join this time. Okay. But very late as well. The Turkish battle plan foresees a large turning movement towards Baku across the Iranian territory. This offensive should allow the junction of their forces with ours around Baku while isolating the South Caucasus. Soviet and British forces are operating in the area to protect the Persian corridor through which Allied aid to the USSR is channeled. This offensive should both prevent them from counterattacking towards the Caucasus and give us a sufficient territorial base for our future operations in the Middle East. A successful junction in Baku will score 2 victory points. Yeah, okay. Turkey has 4 points. And they have the 75th Infantry Division and the 15th Cavalry Corps down there. And then here they have the 45th Army in Batumi. Well, let's just start over here and progress towards Makeup. Defeating them here will lead to that as well. None of these guys are particularly powerful. What do they have in reserve? I need something with a bit of artillery if I can help it, but they don't seem to really have that. These guys seem to be most likely to get something like this. At least the Italians held up pretty well this turn. Which is good. Let's see. They need hedgehog defense. Then they need assault. Ah, shit. Really? Let's put them in reserve immediately. I kind of thought that they wouldn't attack at that point, but I guess they did. That's kind of sucky. Well, I guess at least we know which troops are there now. I guess they did get out? No, they did not. Just double ammunition supply seems to be the best. No, I did play it until like 18th of February or something. Alright, the makeup oil fields are in the hands of the Axis, but in what condition? So, and supposedly there's Caucasus mountain passes and road to Tuapse, but shouldn't. In this case, they can't really move forward a lot. That works. And let's go to the front. Not much else I can do there. Group B. That got them out. Took basically everything, but not getting the unit destroyed I think is definitely worth it. First Finnish Corps got hit hard, but third shock is dead. All right. Was it Black Sea Fleet, urban fighting partisans? No. Isolated from the rest of the USSR, will the city fall like a ripe fruit? Maybe. Okay, I guess they didn't do very well. All that attacking makes for some problematic stuff. Okay. I need to put you in reserve. Strategic reserve. And let's send... this is Dnieper Reserve, right? Yeah. Dnieper Reserve. Dnieper Reserve. Okay, so Army Group A still has two things. Let's refit, refit. Okay, most except one unit is dead now. That means that you can go to the front and dig in. Strategic reserve. Didn't do anything here. Refit. Go to the front. Shelling. Shelling. Okay, some units got themselves in trouble. That's good because we need to have that reduced by quite a bit. This, I thought this would then be like 100 in one go. Immediately, like, but this is just a bit of a mess now. Bad weather does not allow air operations. First shock, I guess, is not doing super well then. They've stretched lines. Let's give them ammunition. Hedgehog defense. Go to the front. Entrenchment. Go to the front. Entrenchment. February 17th. I think this is basically where we were before then. Basically just putting everything I have in Iranian highs, keep shelling them. At least they're losing cohesion here. This is still here. That's super weird, but I'll just they continue to do nothing in that other area. Stretch and straggler, so you need to do hedgehog defense, but at least they're on the front. You need to do defense of withdrawal, reserve, strategic reserve. No other choice. From the Bryansk front. This unit must have barely anything at this point, but oh well. I do like the constant shelling in that area. It's, I think, pretty effective, and I don't really care about moving up here, so. Refit. Rezhevshavka. Then in the north, this unit just killed themselves. Oh, I didn't need fuel supply. I need ammunition supply. Ammunition supply. Ammunition supply. Ammunition supply. Ammunition supply. Ammunition supply. It took 5 times, but that's about it. Rasputitsa. The snow melt has transformed the plains of Russia and Ukraine into seas of mud. It is the season of bad roads, which has just started. Freezing operations on the whole front. Operations will continue for a while, but it is no longer a question of in-depth breakthroughs. The 2 opponents will be able to reorganize themselves to prepare for the next summer offensive. Current operations gain a mud trait. Current operations gain a traffic jammed trait. Did I not kill all of them? I did not. Alright, that's dead now. Okay. Refit. Surfenfitch Bridgehead. You cannot refit. Hedgehog defense. And let's do some scouting. Nothing better to do at that point anyway. Sukhumi is reached and violent urban fighting has already started. Sukhumi is in the hands of the Wehrmacht, and now the road of Batumi to Batumi should be easier. I don't even know whether I get points for Batumi at this point, but... Alright, so at least these guys are in a castle now. Technically, if there's another turn, I might be able to link up with Baku. For whatever that's worth. Army Group A has no planes, whereas Army Group B has way too many. Would have been nice to be able to keep them in Army Group A. Right. March 3rd. Said overwhelming victory. That we were talking about before as well. So what I'm gonna do then in here is put you to the reserve, strategic reserve. Okay, well, whatever. Cannot even do anything with these guys anymore at this stage. Bit of a disaster, that. But I can do shelling. Really, it's 4%. March 10. Terrain is getting increasingly rugged as troops enter the Iranian plateau. 3%. Ah, that gets better and better. Operations continue along the Araxes River, which will have to be followed over 100 kilometers. Now it's 4. I do not feel like going to attack here is going to be very effective. exhausted, isolated. I think I can kill them at least. Which means there's the 11th and the 1st Shock Army left. But that is it. Let's kill the tank corps. Yeah, 1st Guards was retreating. And now it's dead. Okay, well, I used all my command points, but that's fine. Okay. The game does go on for a pretty damn long time, actually. What the heck? Okay. Refit, refit. It seems like they got something from here, or some... maybe. The units of the group Mutton Clothes swallow the lines. At this rate, the soon across country. Basically cut off from the rest of the USSR. Will the defenders of Batumi collapse or fight to the last man? Turkey is monitoring the situation at its borders with great interest. So, I wonder if this is now like Crimea or not. It's a bit weird that they are not encircled, but okay. I mean, there are apparently some Soviet units that are losing some cohesion there. Well, I can actually get them into the strategic reserve. Hey. Well, they have quite a few units in there. I guess they returned, or some. All right. March 24th, total victory, but I didn't get everything, so we'll be replaying this for convenience's sake, I guess, at some point. Anyway, we'll talk about this here. Taking of Stalingrad, 4 points. This symbolic city has fallen. The crowning achievement of the 1942 military campaign in the east. Turkey joined the war. Because of its strategic position between Europe, the Caucasus, and the Middle East, it is an ace card in our game. Taking of Astrakhan. The city is an important outlet on the Caspian Sea, and henceforth neither the Allied aid nor the oil of Baku will be able to pass there anymore. Taking of Grozny. The oil installations of Grozny are certainly devastated, but they are in our hands. Taking of Maykop. They're certainly devastated, but they're in our hands. Cutting off the Don Vog Isthmus. The north-south communication lines of the south have been highly complicated, especially towards Caucasus. Taking of Leningrad. The capture of Leningrad city of the October Revolution is not only a great symbolic significance, the Baltic fleet is also wiped out, and the Reich's ore supplies from Sweden via the sea are now secure. Capture of Vornesh. This important loot opens up many strategic operations for next year's campaign. And then destruction of the Red Army. We can conclude at the end of this campaign, the manpower of the enemy was greatly weakened. 26 out of 30. So I didn't lose enough to actually lose points either. So the game ends on March 24th. All right, interesting. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll probably, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play once for the Soviets and then see what I can do there, and then I will also go and then play it as the Germans again, I think. Sure, well done. All right. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, despite me having to replay that first part. That kind of sucks. Special bonus episodes. Again, thanks to all my Patreon supporters. From around Dutch Bastards, Swords, C Data, Mandingo, and Thomas Lin. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.